please up. Come and sit in the front row, please. Our next speaker, Mr. Sudeep PD. This is his key accomplishment. Sudeep PD is a successfully managing multiple distribution in channel in India. He is a global speaker on motivational topics. He was invited as a speaker in MDRT 2024 at Vancouver, Canada. He is the Chief Distribution Officer of PNB MedLife, India. Are you ready for him? So let's get a warm round of applause. He will be sharing on the topic Mastering Sales Skill.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. You can take your seat. People at the back, if you can come in the front a little bit. You can hear me, see me clearly if you do that. Today my topic is amplifying your sales value. Without mic, I said exactly the same. But you couldn't hear it because there was no amplifier. Right? The reason why I showed this was to ensure that this session for the next 45 minutes will amplify or enlarge or expand your value when you go out in the field, when you go out to source business, when you are in the insurance business. So the objective of this session is to amplify, build your value in the market. You may be doing the same thing, but you need an amplifier, and that is what I will try to explain to you in the next few minutes of time. There is a statement on the screen here, and it's a very, very, very interesting and positive statement. This statement says that there is absolutely no shortage of money in the world. In the world, there is absolutely no shortage of money. Money is there everywhere. Yeah, you just look around in Bangkok, traffic everywhere. Why? Because economic activity is buzzing. In every country which you belong to, some of you are from Nigeria, from Malaysia, from India, you know that your country is buzzing with economic activities. People have got money. That is a very, very good news. But the bad news is that there is shortage of action. Right? There is a lot of money. You can go and get the money, but there is lack of action. There is shortage of action. And it's a good news for people like all of you, right? It's a good news because since there is a lot of shortage of action, people not really working very, very hard and putting that action, you can go and grab as much money as possible because money is available everywhere. And that is why you should amplify your value. I'll just tell you, in every country for that matter, one thing where people are putting a lot of action is Instagram Reels. Yes or no? Well, loudly, please. Yes or no? I'll just give an example. I have a 22-year-old daughter. She created a 15-second reel about 4 days back. She went to South India, my hometown, and she created a 15-second reel, and she had put that reel. And the reel is very simple, right? She is saying in the reel, she was walking with her cousins, 3 of her cousins, and she is telling in the reel that my mother has always told me to come out of home in the night only if a man is with you. A confident man is with you. And 3 girls video picture, these 3 girls, my daughter and other 2 cousins of her. And suddenly she turned to the man, and man was, her another cousin who is an 8-year-old cousin. Simple funny video. The reason why I told you is because 4 days before she had put this video in her Instagram, and there are 8 million views already. 8 million views already. No, you are clapping. The reason why I told you this example is because there is no shortage of action here. People are just doing time pass, right? Otherwise, why will somebody watch a video like this of my daughter? She became viral because of this 8-year-old boy, because there is shortage of actual action in the field and people are doing this scrolling, Instagram Reels. The point I want to share with you is that if you want to chase money, from this money which is available, as there is no shortage of money, you put the real action, not this action. You spend more time in the field, you meet customers, definitely you'll get business. And for that, in order to amplify your value, I have got 6 principles which I want to talk to you about. 6 principles. Right, I will go in detail. First principle says, true connection leads to sales. If you have true connection, and I will go to details in some time, it will lead to sales. And sales happens if a true connection happens. The second point which I'll be talking about is, if you want real sales, what is important is you show a path to the customer that you are going to take the customer from here to there, which is a destination for him. The third point which I will talk to you today is about, if you want to amplify your value, right? If you want to amplify your value, deliver at wow level, the best level, right? Deliver at wow level. And at the same time, if you want to amplify your value, enlarge your value, expand your value, what is also important is that you go to meet customers with conviction. Your approach is very, very important. How well are you approaching the customer? And finally, the attitude with which you walk in the meeting with the customer. So these are the 6 points which I'll be talking to all of you in the next 40 minutes. Right, these are the 6 points, and very simple point. When you see this slide one by one, and when I try explaining to all of you, trust me, you will feel that I know it. Right, you'll feel that I know it. Right, I know this. But when we start imbibing this from today, I'm sure that you will be taking some value. The first point what I want to share with you is, true connection leads to sales. Number 1 point is, people do not buy life insurance from companies. People may go to the website of the companies, people may compare in the websites, people do all of that, but people do not buy life insurance from companies, they buy it from someone who cares. Remember this. So if you want to amplify your value, expand your value in the market, remember this, it's not your company what matters. It's not your product what matters. It's about how effectively you show the care to the customer is what matters. There is a beautiful saying that people don't care how much you know. People don't care how much you know. How intelligent are you? How expert are you? People don't care about that till the time you show them some care that I really care about you. Right, very important statement, right? If you want to build a true connection with the customer, it is very important to make him feel that you care for him. I'll give you an example. In our families, our relatives come and give advices to us. Yes or no? It has happened to all of you. Yes or no? Please raise your hand. Show me. Yes or no? Yeah. So it happens across the world. It happens, right? Relatives come and give advice to us that do this, do that, go for this studies, go for that, get married, right? Have children. People will keep giving you advices, but you will listen to the advices of people whom you feel are caring you. Yes or no? Loudly, please. Yes or no? Yeah, you will only listen to those people whom you feel are really caring you well. That could be your grandfather, that could be your father, that could be your mother, that could be your close friend, but you will really value their advice because you feel that they care for you. Think about that in sales. Right? Think about that in sales. He has money. There is no shortage of money in his pocket, in his bank account. He has got enough money. But will he give it to you because of your company's name, brand name, product name? No. Till the time you show him that I care for you, and that's one of the most important things, then only he will give you the business. And the last point on this, the third point on this, is sales happen when connection happens. And we make this mistake, and this slide will give you an idea. Right? This slide will give you an idea that your first step is to connect. Your first step is to connect. The second step is to sell, and the third step is to protect the customer always. Right? It may sound very, very simple. You may think that I know it. Right? I know it. But think about an actual sales meeting which you are doing. Are you doing the second point first, or are you doing the first point first? Which is, are you trying to create a connect with the customer, or are you trying to sell to the customer right from the first minute? You think about it. Right, we have a target, right? Every day we have a target, and maybe that we are trying to sell, right from the moment we get into his house, our thinking is, I have to sell, I have to sell, I have to sell. And we skip the first part and we start doing the second part, which is selling first. But the last one is very, very important, is protect always, right? Typically in insurance business, the success happens, right? You build a connect, very good, right? Then you sell it to the customer, very good. But after that, we forget the customer. Right? When you from today onwards meet customers, you should think that I will protect my customer always. If he becomes my customer, he is going to be my customer forever. He is going to be protected. His family is going to be protected by me forever. And if you go with that vision, your value will get amplified. I want to give you one example. The day when I came to Bangkok, me and my colleague Ashish, we went to Platinum Mall. How many of you have gone to Platinum Mall? Please raise your hand. Most of you have gone to Platinum Mall. The objective of me going to Platinum Mall was to buy some dresses for my family, kids, etc., which they can wear at home. And it is very, very cheap or economical in these malls like Platinum and all that mall. I went there. I thought that I will buy some dresses for them. I went to the mall and my objective was to buy only dresses, right? I went there and I was not getting good vibes. I was not getting good connection with those people who were selling the clothes. And you would have observed them. They will not try to pull you to the place, right? They will just say you that this 300 baht. They will tell you only this, 250 baht, right? This is what they will tell you. They are not trying to sell it. I was walking one floor, second floor, the third floor we reached, and there was one shop which was trying to sell mobile covers and mobile screens. Mobile covers, good fancy mobile covers. That was not in my agenda. Right? I went to buy clothes, right? That was not in my agenda, but that guy connected with me very, very well and with my colleague as well. And he started showing different ones, different types of one. I was not interested because that is not my agenda. But trust me, after 15 minutes, I bought 2 mobile covers from him. 2 mobile covers. Did I go to buy mobile cover? No, I went to buy clothes. Finally, I ended up giving him money of 2 mobile covers. True connection, sales happen. Right? You build connection, the sales happen. Right? So my request to all of you is that build that strong connection with the customer, then sell, but then promise to yourself that this customer is going to be protected by me, right, always and ever. And how to do that? I will give you some simple principle as to how to build a connect. And one most important principle is when you start a conversation with a customer, begin with agreeing to the customer. So we think that we know everything about financial industry, right? But he is successful. He is going to give you money. It is his hard-earned money. So till the time he feels that you are aligned to his thinking, you are respectful, you are empathetic, you are not going to get business from him because it is hard-earned money of that person. I'll give you an example. If you go to a customer and the customer is saying that Bangkok is hot, what will you tell? Yes, it's hot. Yes or no? You can't say that, no, it was cold yesterday night, yesterday it rained, etc. You don't argue. Right? You get aligned to the customer, you give him that respect, you be empathetic to the customer, rather than telling that, sir, you invested in a market-linked product, it is very, very bad. Don't tell it in the first phase, right? Maybe explain to him later on, but for you to connect with the customer, show that respect. I'll give you one more example. There is a beautiful saying that people gravitate towards people who are common. Right? Today, you look at this room. In this room, Indians are sitting with Indians, Thai is sitting with Thai, Malaysians are sitting with Malaysian, Nigeria team is there, they are sitting with Nigerians. Indians are not sitting with Nigerians or Malaysia team, etc. The reason why I'm telling you is because this is a human psychology. People gravitate towards people who are common. So when your customers start feeling that you are one among him, right? You are aligned to him, you are respectful, you are empathetic, you are like one family member of him, and that is when the true connection happens. And when the true connection happens, the sales is supposed to follow after that. Moving on to the principle number 2. Very important principle. We tend to make this mistake. We think that we go and sell products. We go and sell the features of the product. We go and tell the customer that you pay this much and you will get this much, and the customer will get excited. No. There's a beautiful philosophy of this, and you can see it on the screen, that you think about somebody buying a car. How many of you bought a car in the last 5 years? Please raise your hand. How many of you bought a car, new car in the last 5 years? Very good. You think about it. Why did you buy that car? You bought that car because the salesperson has explained to you that if you buy this car, you will move from here to there. Right? What is there? Right? Or maybe you would have bought a house He would have told you that if you buy this house, this is a luxurious house, this is an address in that market, and you will start feeling that, oh, my destination, my aspiration is getting fulfilled. Example, if the customer starts feeling that this product, by way of buying this product, I am getting growth in my life, right? I have absolute certainty and my significance in the society is going up, he will buy the product from you. Let's take the example of a car. If the customer feels that if I buy a Rolls Royce, if I buy a BMW, if I buy a Mercedes Benz, do you think that the salesperson go and tell about the engine features and torque, etc.? No. He will go and tell him that you are here today in terms of status. And from here, I will take you, right? If you buy a Rolex watch, your status goes up. If you buy a BMW, your status goes up. So when the customer knows that by buying this product, right, this car or this Rolex watch or any product for that matter, I will move in terms of significance from here to there, the sales happen. Growth happens, right? I am growing by way of buying this. Certainty, I'll give you another example. You go to buy a real estate, right? You go to buy a flat or a house or something. And if the person who is selling it is telling that this is costing 1 million, and this is costing 1 million, and you have to pay 1 million, and you may get this house in 5 to 10 years. Will you buy that house? You will not buy. Because there is no certainty, right? 5 to 10 years, I'm not very sure about it. But remember this, that if you want to sell your life insurance product, you have to show him a path that by way of you buying this, in the next 20 years of time or 15 years of time, you will have a luxurious life when compared to the people in your society. That is here to there. Right? If you start showing that, that is principle number 2. Tell him the path that I will help you move from here to here. It could be risk management, or it could be, or the peace of mind management, you can say, or it could be giving him some luxurious life after retirement. But show him from here to here, rather than telling that you pay this much, you get this much, the sales won't happen. That's principle number 2. We'll move on to the principle number 3. Principle number 3 says that if you want to amplify your value, right? If you want to sell more, if you want to expand your value, enlarge your value, deliver at a wow level. I'll give you 15 seconds to think about this, the answer of this question. In the last 90 days, do you remember anyone giving you a service at wow level? Think about the flight you came. Think about the hotel you are staying. Think about this place. Think about anything which you have bought in the last few days. 90 days, you think about it. Did anyone give you a wow service? Trust me, you will be finding it difficult to find one, right? Airline is supposed to give you service, and you have that, oh, airline is giving me service, and that is minimum standard, which is expected. Hotel, when I get in, hotel is supposed to give me that service. That's minimum standard. That's all minimum standard. But when I ask you this question, did anybody give you that wow service in the last 90 days? Trust me, you may not get an answer because nobody has given that to you. And that is why I'm saying it is so very easy. You give wow service to the customer. You give out of the place service to the customer. You give that wow delight to the customer. The customer will become a big fan of you because nobody is doing that. His flight is not doing it. His hotel is not doing it. His restaurant is not doing it. And suddenly comes an insurance advisor who says that this is my wow level service. I'll give you examples. These are some of the e-commerce platforms in India. Right? The first one on the top is a food delivery platform. Food delivery platform is writing, congratulations, Akansha. You are halfway through the week, so we got you some special deals. This is just a nudge or a message coming to you. When you see wow, right? Congratulations, Akansha, to that person. You feel excited about it. But you take the next example, which is a cloth, right? E-commerce company, which is selling clothes. It says you placed your first order on this day with us. Celebrate our anniversary. Celebrate our anniversary, and you will get extra 10% discount. So you remember that, my God, this person knows about this day, or this company knows about this day, and they gave you a wow service. The reason why I'm giving you these examples is because when you go back to your customer's place or your land, you start thinking, what is that one surprise What is that one wow service or wow surprise which I can give it to my customers every quarter? Everybody likes gift, believe me. Every quarter giving something to the customer, either it is a newsletter to the customer or you giving something which you are buying it from Bangkok and going back to giving it to him. Trust me, he is not getting wow service and he will get excited. I'll give you my own example. Right, in India, after every year closure, I go to a temple. Right, I go to multiple temples, and last year I went for pilgrimage. Right, I go for different temple pilgrimage, and I have a gang of about 4 or 5 people. We go there. So last time I went to South India, and in South India I went to one of this temple, and in this temple, after praying to God, there is a hill station. So at the end of all that, we went to this hill station. Right, people from India knows this place is called as Coorg. So I went to this place, and we were supposed to stay there for one night and then travel back to Bangalore and then take a flight back to our home destination. We were staying there, and next day morning we went for breakfast. 5 of us went for breakfast. We had a very good breakfast. They gave South India, people from other parts of the country. We get very good coffee there. We get very good South Indian food, which is very light for stomach and very tasty. So we had a very good breakfast, and we were about to get up from the table. 5 of us were about to get up from the table. Two people who were servicing us, people who were serving us, came with this beautiful plate. And this is an actual photograph. So they came with this plate, and there's a small, you can see, pastry with 2 chocolates there. And it is written "Bon voyage" and "Happy journey." They know from our database, because we told our room number to them. They went to that and they saw that we are going to check out now. So they went and they came to us and said that we want to give you this, and can you please cut this cake? 5 of us. And I am the only one who travels a lot out of the 5 people. 4 of them do not travel much. They got super excited. I could see the smile on the face. And the story was not over there. The story was not over. The moment we cut the cake, they said that, can we click a picture with you? Trust me, all 5 of us had big smiles, because you normally click picture with celebrities, right? This hotel gave that feeling that we are celebrity, because the hotel people wanted to click a picture with us after we cutting this pastry, right? Trust me, in an outside world, rather out of India, I am coming and promoting a hotel called as Orica in Coorg, because they gave me a very simple thing, which is wow level service. The cost of this pastry will be, I don't know, in dollars, maybe $50. Right? Not even $50. Cost will be, the entire exercise will be $50. But because of that reason, I clicked a picture and I thought that, wow, this is wow service. Now think about, are you giving wow service to your customers? And it is very simple. In Indian rupees, 40 rupees maybe, or $50 for people from outside. You can give wow service and the customer will remember it forever. Principle number 3 is deliver at wow level. And that is how you create your brand. People will talk about you, that this person is different. This person is different because this person gives wow level service. But in order for you to give wow service to the customer, you need to understand the customer. I want to share with you a story. Are you interested to hear a story? Yes or no? Only half of you are interested. Yes or no? So I'll share with you a story, a beautiful story which I heard recently, and listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. So there was one family who went to buy parrots. Right? So pet, right? They wanted to buy a parrot. They went to buy this parrot. They went to the shop, pet shop, and they wanted to buy this parrot, and they saw a parrot was talking a lot. Beautiful, sweet talk, and it was talking, and they liked it very much. And they told the shopkeeper that we want to buy this parrot. He said, it's very costly. He said, no problem, we will buy it. And they bought the parrot. They bought the parrot and came back to their home. And the next day morning when the shop opened, at 10 in the morning when the shop opened, this family was there in the shop again. So the shopkeeper or the shop owner was worried and he asked this question, why are you here? So this person said that, the family said that, we took this parrot to home. It was talking very much here, but the parrot is not talking at our home. Parrot has not spoken even one word after reaching home. What to do with this parrot now? So the shopkeeper told them that it could be because of one reason, that this parrot in our shop was living in a big cage. This parrot was living in a big cage, Maybe you have bought a small cage, so he's not feeling that it is his home, and that is why this parrot is not talking. So buy a big cage, right? So they bought a beautiful big cage for that parrot. And they went back home. They went back home. Next day morning, shop opened at 10 in the morning. When the shop was opening, who was there? Loudly, please. Who was there? That family, the customer family, they were there. What did they say? Parrot is not speaking. Even now, the parrot is not speaking. So the shop owner said that I told you to buy a cage. Did you buy the cage? He said, yeah, we bought a beautiful cage. We have a beautiful big cage, but still the parrot is not talking. He said that, okay, I will tell you one more thing. In the cage where the parrot was living in our shop, there was one beautiful swing. One beautiful swing. And what this parrot used to do is that it gets into the swing, it used to swing very, very well, and that makes the parrot, speak. So what did the customer do? Buy the swing, right? Because they have already invested so much of money in the parrot. They want the parrot to talk. So what did they do? They went and bought the swing and they went back home. The next day they came back at shop at 10 in the morning when the shop opened. And what did they say? Loudly, please. What did they say? Parrot is still not talking. Parrot is still not talking. So he asked, you have a cage now, big cage now. You have got a very good swing now. Is it still not talking? He said, no, it's not talking. So he said that do one more thing. There was one more thing which was left in that cage. There was one ladder which I had kept in the cage. So what the parrot used to do is, it used to climb the ladder and then from the swing it used to come down and then swing. And that is why the parrot was talking. The parrot was talking. Right? So give that complete atmosphere to the parrot. Give that complete atmosphere to the parrot and the parrot will like it and it will start talking. So what did they do? No choice, right? They went and bought that. They went and bought that. And finally they went back home. The next day they came again at 10 a.m. What did they say? Loudly, please. What did they say? No, they didn't say that. They said that parrot is dead. Parrot died. So he asked, did the parrot speak? So he said that yes, parrot spoke just before the death. So what did the parrot speak? That was a question which the shop owner asked. What did the parrot speak? The parrot told us that from the shop where you bought this swing, the cage, and the ladder, did you not get some food for me? Parrot was hungry. It was not talking because it was not getting food. Right? They went and gave him a good cage. They went and gave him a good swing. They went and gave him a beautiful, a ladder to resemble the atmosphere. But parrot was not speaking. It was too hungry. It was not getting the food. And the parrot died. And before dying, the parrot said that, did you not buy any food from that place from where you got this? Right? It's an imaginary story. Don't get worried, Jaita. It's an imaginary story. So the point what I'm trying to tell you is that find out what is the requirement of the customer. Is it the swing or the ladder, right? Or the food? What is the requirement of the customer? And then give it to the customer, that wow level service, which is very, very important. Now, it's a very simple principle. Conviction is your conviction. With what conviction you are going to the meeting of customer. Conviction, your conviction. And all of us know about it. A person who's good in sales will show you that conviction about his product, his brand, his company, everything. You can clearly see that visible on his face. I'll give you an example that if you have seen Tom Cruise doing his movies, advertisements, not advertisements, maybe the interviews, publicity, you will see from Tom Cruise interviews, he's selling that, right? He's trying to promote his movie. He's trying to sell his movie. You will feel that, my God, this movie has to be watched. Because he's so 100% convinced about the product, which is Mission Impossible. And he's selling that and you feel that, wow, I want to watch that movie. He's selling that. Similarly, when you go to sell, if you love that concept of retirement, if you love the concept of risk management, if you love the concept of protection, and if you are 100% convinced about it, it will be very, very clearly visible in the customer's eyes. Your conviction is very important. And trust me, people in insurance industry fail because they are half there, half here. Successful people have been here for long because they are convinced about it. So you should have 100% conviction about what you are selling, for whom you are selling, and the concept which you are selling. And then that will build a very good conviction, and that gives confidence to the customer. Principle number 5 is your approach. How are you approaching the customer? Very important principle, right? You have to amplify your value, right? You have to increase the volume. You have to enlarge, you have to expand, you have to increase. So for that, it's very important statement written here that first 10 seconds of a customer meeting. The first 10 seconds of a customer meeting, they say that you have to prove to the customer that you are very sharp, you are very enthusiastic about the meeting, not that you go there tired. Right? You should make him feel that you are enthusiastic about this. And you should also make him feel that you are an expert of your field. First 10-second matters. Trust me, in your approach, first 10-second. It could be because of what you wear, he sees that conviction in you. He sees that you are sharp. You observe something from the customer's house and you give that observation immediately when you walk into the customer's place. So a very nice swing, as an example. Right? Very nice parrot. Your parrot is talking, sir. Right? You should show to the customer that you are very sharp, you're very enthusiastic about what you're doing. First 10 seconds matters a lot. And you should give him an idea that you are an expert in whatever you're doing. And trust me, that will help you. One more important thing is, we tend to forget this in insurance. We tend to forget this, but it's one of the most important things that if you show something to customer, the trust will go up. We all know it, but we don't do it. I'll give you an example that, across the world, pharmaceutical industry, medical representative or pharmaceutical representatives, they go to meet a doctor. Doctor is much, much more educated, knowledgeable about what this person is going to talk about. Right? But doctor buys it, right? Buys the concept. And then he starts writing that medicine. The only way in which they sell the product to the customer, or which is the doctor in the mind of the doctor, is by way of showing complicated stuff, right? They have to talk about brain. They have to talk about how the medicine will work with the brain to cure it. So they have to do that, but they are very, very successful with this one phenomenon, which is called as selling through showing. So my request to all of you who are selling, show something and try explaining rather than you speaking, right? You will try your best, but it will not amplify your value. It's like without the mic, you talking, right? When you have that sales presenter in front of you, when you show something great to the customer, trust me, it will happen. Example, if I had come here today and if I have been speaking for the last 20 minutes without a slide, was that going to be impactful? Not loudly, please. It wouldn't have been impactful, right? But when I'm showing something to you and telling exactly what is written here, you feel the impact. So in an insurance or any product for that matter, if you have to sell, show and then sell. Right? That's one important point in your approach. At the same time, this principle says, and it's a very beautiful line written here on the screen. It's a masterclass statement, which I'm sure you would have heard about it. Research says that 80% of the sales in life insurance is now happening between 5th and 12th attempt. I will repeat one more time. You may be getting upset with customer not buying after 1 meeting, 2 meeting, 3 meetings. But the research is saying across the globe, the research says that insurance is bought between 5th to 12th attempt. And what is the second line? Absolutely. Only 10% of the salespeople go beyond 3 times. 3, not even 5. 3 times. So just imagine 5 to 12 times. How many people will be going? It will be very less. Why did I say that it's a good news for all of you? Is because it's a very easy world. Right? World is very easy. After 3 attempts, or rather after 2 attempts in this example, after 2 attempts, people are leaving. After 2 attempts, they are not going to the customer. It's good for you or bad for you? Loudly, please. It's good for you or bad for you? If you are ready to give that 3rd visit, 4th visit, 5th visit, 6th visit, world is so easy. And it's a beautiful statement written here that when the customer says no, he is not saying no forever. Right? When the customer says no, he is saying no for now. Right? No for now. Yeah, so your approach has to be very, very good. And it's one of the most important principle out of all the other principle. And the principle says that when you meet a customer, how will you show your enthusiasm? How will you show that you are sharp? Right? How will you show that you are an expert? And for that, you have to become like a brand. And I will explain to you a few things which you can do to become a brand. Let's talk about some brands. How many of you have got an iPhone? Please raise your hand. iPhone. Very good. Most of you have got an iPhone. So all of us know that iPhone gets launched on September 12th every year. Right? Every year, iPhone gets launched on September 12th. And by around September 20th or 25th, the new model is available in almost all the markets by 20th, 25th. An iPhone launch these days is like same thing, right? 12 becomes 13, 13 becomes 14, 14 becomes 15, 16, and now currently 16 is going. And all of us know that 17 will come, 17 Plus will come, 17 Pro Max will come on September 12th. All of us know there is nothing new about iPhone these days. But still, on the day of the launch, on maybe September 20th or 25th in each of the market, there will be a big line of people who would want to buy this iPhone 17. Why? It's a brand, right? Has any one of you got a call from Tim Cook, who is the CEO of iPhone, and said that I want to come and meet you to explain to you about iPhone? Anybody has got a call from Tim Cook? Till 2012, they were not even doing advertisements. Then they started little bit. They started it little aggressively. They started promoting their photography, from 2020. They were not promoting, no advertisements at all, almost nothing till 2020. But they became very strong as a brand. The reason why I'm telling you is because when you become a brand in life insurance, right? When you become a brand in life insurance, people come to you. You don't need to go to customers. Right? Yesterday, some of the legends were speaking from life insurance business. Right? Tony Gordon, who is 48 times TOT, came and spoke yesterday. He's 79-year-old, 48 times TOT. Do you think that Tony Gordon has to go to meet customers? Not required. He has become a brand. He has become Apple. And if you take your example in your own markets, trust me, in India, I don't know how many people know how many agents in India. Very rarely. And that's a good news for you. If you try to become a superstar, if you try to become a brand by way of promoting yourself, I will explain that in a few slides next. People will come to you. People will come to you, and the brand becomes. Nike is another example. Nike doesn't do too many advertisements. You will see only that swoosh, right? That tick mark and say, just do it. They are not saying just do it means buy my shoes. They are saying that keep running, keep running, keep running. Do exercise. That's what they are saying. But you go and buy a Nike shoes. Because they became a brand, and brand is being made because the product which they give is quality. Here the product I am not talking about is the product of your company. Right? Service I am talking about is not the service of your company. I am talking about you as a product, service of you as the service mentioned here. And if you are available for the customer, which is like distribution points, trust me, people will start liking you, and you will start getting branded as the best in the industry. And then people will walk to you to buy. I'll give you one more example. Sorry. Which brand is this? Loudly, please. Which brand is this? Where is it written? Where is it written? There is nothing, nowhere it is written. Had I put barista, probably you wouldn't have noticed it. You would have, not be knowing about it. Had I put some other bread manger's logo, you would not be knowing that which brand is this. But I have not put the name. Even if this is in black color, you would have recognized this is Starbucks. Yes or no? This has got nothing to do with coffee, right? This is some mermaid, I think. Right? There is nothing to do with coffee. But that logo has gone into your mind because they became a brand. Very, very costly coffee you get here. Right? The actual cost of a coffee will be 20 times more costlier than what you can make at home. But you go to Starbucks. Do you know why it became a brand? They also sell coffee. Right? Other coffee shops also sell coffee. But here you go, because when you give your order, they ask your name. Right? They ask your name, they write the name on that cup. After some time, they call and say that SPB, your coffee is ready. For example, I don't say my Sudeep PB as a name, but I say SPB. But when I hear somebody in that coffee shop loudly calling and saying that SPB, your coffee is ready, your latte is ready, I feel so good, which I don't get in barista, which I don't get in Pret Manger, I don't get in Tim Hortons. right? So I love hearing that, and I go there, and that's how they built a brand. There is nothing different in the coffee. In fact, I don't like the coffee of Starbucks, right? But we go there to hear our own name. SPB, your latte is ready. Wow, good to hear that, right? The point what I'm trying to tell you is, of course, the product will be good, the service will be good, but they did just one thing which is different, wherein they said they started calling your name. That's good enough for you, right? The point what I'm trying to tell you is, be a brand in the industry, be that Starbucks in the industry. Do that one thing different from rest of the insurance planners in the market, and you will be noticed by people. And it's a very beautiful statement written here. Best known will replace the best. Best known will replace the best. Who is the better footballer, Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi? Loudly, please. I know that the hall will be divided, right? Some will be for Ronaldo, some will be for Messi, right? But maximum number of advertisement is with Ronaldo, right? Because they sell, his team sells him so much well, right? His team sells, if you have seen Ronaldo's Twitter handle, you will see so many pictures of Ronaldo with his family. He has got 4 or 5 kids. So they keep on promoting he being a family man, family man, family man. And automatically, when one day Cristiano Ronaldo moved that Coca-Cola, or thumbs up or some Pepsi or something in front, which was kept in front of his press conference meeting on the table, he just moved it from here to there, and the share price went down because he's such a brand. What I'm trying to tell you is that you may be a Cristiano Ronaldo, but how many people in the market knows you? Right? For that, you have to build your brand by maybe through social media, through different ways, so that your brand becomes very, very strong and differentiates you. It builds credibility. Right? It builds credibility. And all of this will lead to more learning and more winning. If you go to my Facebook handle, which is Sudeep PB, if you go to my YouTube, Sudeep PB, if you go to my LinkedIn, Sudeep PB, you will not see any funny picture. You will not see one snake going in my village and I clicked the picture to share with all of you that there is a snake. You will not see in the morning what did I eat there. I only put which are things which can actually build my brand. Right? I did not tell Applic to call me as a speaker. They called me as a speaker. I did not tell MDRT to call me as a speaker. I didn't pay money. In fact, my ticket is sponsored by Applic. Right? My ticket stay, everything has been sponsored by them, and even MDRT. How did they do that? Maybe they would have gone through my social media. Right? They would have seen my YouTube videos. What am I trying to tell you is that you are also a brand. Promote yourself. Right? You are in this room and you can promote this activity itself, saying that I was in this place called as Bangkok, Asia Pacific, Life Insurance Congress, learned a lot of sessions, click some pictures, and I want to add more value to my customers. Trust me, your customers will read this. Your relatives will read this. Their references will read this, and it will start becoming a good branding for all of you. And a very important statement, best known will replace the best. And there's a beautiful graph which I want to show you, that number one is your potential, your performance. You look at this y-axis. Your performance, your potential is very, very high. But nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Is there a point in that? In sales business, there is no point. You are best in service. Your products are the best. You can explain it very well. But nobody in the market knows you. Right? It's of no use. But just imagine you are best in everything, but people know you very, very well. You are perceived as the expert in the field by way of you promoting them. You have become the Starbucks. You have become the Nike. You have become that brand called as Apple in your industry, in your country. Automatically, you will be at the best spot. Right? Best known will replace the best. Remember this. Best known at your home is not important for what it is. Right? You have to make sure that customers across your country knows you are the best. If you look at it, entire sales, right? Entire sales is all about noise, right? Everywhere there is noise. Every country has got maybe 20, 30 insurance companies, right? In some of the countries, there are more than 100 companies. They will all put advertisements, right? That's only one life insurance. Then there are other fund houses, they will put advertisements, right? Give me money. Banks will put advertisement, right? There is a lot of noise. Buy it from me, buy it from me, buy it from me, buy it from me. Right? Not only them, right? Every product is telling you, buy it from me, buy it from me, buy it from me, and you are going to meet that customer. So when you differentiate yourself that this is noise and I am different, I am the Starbucks, right? I am different, I am Apple, by way of putting up yourself very well in social media or maybe through your own direct interaction with people, you will get a very, very good response. To create your brand there, that will amplify your value. It's a simple example of when you start a social media handle, right, exclusively for your promotion of sales, insurance promotion of sale. Right, write something excellent there. It's an example. It says that I am a financial coach and I transform the portfolio of customer. Transform. Very, very powerful statements. When you write like that in your bio, people will start reading you as an expert. They will think that this is noise, but this guy is different. He's an expert. He's a financial coach. He's transforming investment portfolio of people, and that will give you more and more of importance in the market. Now, if you do this, trust me, you will have a lot of value. And what is personal branding? It is how you communicate to the world, how you communicate to the people, how you communicate to your customers and their references in such a way that you finally become likable to people. Right? So, there are many, many examples which you can see. Right? In India, the latest example is of Virat Kohli. Right? So, Virat Kohli is a great cricketer in India. And if you look at the kind of promotions which happens, you will see that he giving a flying kiss to his wife sitting in the stadium after hitting a 100 or taking a catch. Right? It is to promote his brand. Right? When you are promoting yourself as a family man, lovable, you are like one of you. Right? Commonality when you start showing, automatically people will think that if Virat Kohli says drink this boost, you will drink that boost or maybe an energy drink. Right? So you have to show to the customer that you are likable, you are trustworthy, and then you are noble. How to do that? To do that, there is a simple thing called as you bring charisma. You would have heard about charismatic leaders, right? The people who have been called as charismatic salespeople, very charismatic people. And how does that come, right? How can you become charismatic? And it's very easy. Right? It brings likability. Customers start liking. I'll give you an example that if suddenly you see a movie star of your town, right, of your country, you would want to click a picture, yes or no? Because they have that charisma, right? You suddenly see a sports person, you will feel like clicking a picture, yes or no? How did that happen? It is not that they look better than you, right? But there is a charisma, right? You feel like clicking a picture with them. You think about it. Why do you click picture with them? It's not that they are very, very handsome. It's not that they are very, very fit. But there is some reason which pulls you to them and say that I want to click a picture with this person. That is called as charisma. And how does that happen? It happens because of only these two combinations. Only these two combinations. One is your credibility and the warmth which you give. I'll explain. Credibility means if a movie star is giving continuous flop after flop after flop after flop, the credibility goes down, yes or no? And if that movie star comes, then you will be standing in the corner of this room and say that all his movies are flop. That you will not go to him to click a picture with him because credibility is lost. Right? If, for example, if a cricketer or a footballer is not in the form at all, he's not doing well at all, he has not created any credibility, even if you see him there, you will not even go to him because there is no credibility. So the first and foremost thing to bring charisma in you is your credibility of performance. How consistently are you performing? That's very, very important. And second is the warmth which you give in your interaction. Right? You cannot have that arrogant attitude. You cannot be egoistic, and you give that feeling that I am not going to be, connected with you because I'm big. You cannot give that. And credibility means every time consistently be fast and consistent. Like when a customer is saying, give this report to me, right? Be fast and consistent in your service. It's not that one time you did it and next time you did not do it. And trust me, if you do this, you will never be an average. And you should always think that I will be an excellent performer in everything, not just performance, whether it is service, whether it is giving advice, etc. And I sum up this in the next 1 or 2 minutes. The last point, principle number 6, Principle number 6. It's a beautiful book written by Grant Cardone. He has written this book, and the book's name is If You Are Not First, You're Last. It's a very interesting book, right? It says that if you are not first, you are last. You are last. And in this book, I picked up one thing which is very interesting. He said that if you start working with this attitude, that I don't have 10 years to get what I want, I have just only 1 year, you will start having that attitude of meeting more people, putting that best service, creating that wow service level, etc., because you believe that I have only 1 year left, rather than thinking that arams, right, I will do it slowly, slowly, slowly. And this book's one of the key messages is this. Now, while you do this, you will go through tough, difficulties, right? It's exactly like building a body. It's exactly like going to the gym and building a body. And when you get rejections from customer, it's exactly like the pain which you go through when your muscle sores, muscle breaks, etc. And that it will eventually, that pain will become the power in sales. Right, for that to happen, when that pain happens, you need to be with the right people. People who are negative, who says that insurance is tough, insurance is not the place to be in, then you will also shape in that form. And if you want to be shaping in the right form, positive frame, then trust me, you need to be close to the people who are nice, who are good, who are positive, and then you will have a winning attitude. So I conclude by giving you the 5 formulas. To repeat one more time, the true connection lead to sales. Show the customer from here, I will take you there. This is the destination for you. The third is deliver at wow level, superlative, the best level. Number 4 is go with conviction. Number 5 is your approach matters a lot. And the last one is go with that attitude of a great winner. And you will all succeed with that. Thank you for the patient listening for the last 51 minutes. Thank you so much. Good luck to all of you.
Thank you, Mr. Sudhi PB. That was an excellent session. So I would like to invite Mr. Tawidet Ngam Khajon, who is immediate past president and advisory committee of Thai Fund, for presenting a token of appreciation. Thank you very much. Thank you again. And if you would like the speaker slide and photo, you can scan on the QR behind your back. So, and don't forget to make a survey for us, please. So let's take a break and then please come back in 10 minutes. Thank you.